Hello, everyone. Welcome to another week in Big Brother. I can't believe we've already had our third vote out, but I'm Christine, and as always, I am here joined by the chick who is my personal blockbuster champ. Jamie, how are ya?
I'm
Yeah.
I'm great. I've gone through 3 boxes of Kleenex. I've cried so much in one episode. But now that all of my tears are out, I'm here. I'm ready for a whole other week of Big Brother.
Phew, you made it. And the guy who is just so great. He doesn't even curse. David Gott. How are you, David?
I try to keep the podcast clean. No, we don't want that explicit label.
It
And
doesn't
it's just
even
something that
curse.
they kept saying tonight. Like Will kept saying that about Adrian. Like he's
I
such a
know.
good guy, and he doesn't even curse. I was like, I don't. All right.
Yeah, I had
Wait,
a little bit of a foul mouth last night. I
did you?
had a couple too many soda pops, and I was popping with some bad language. So
Eat a little
I've
too
got
much bread. Did you eat a
yeah.
little too much bread, David?
No, bread probably would have saved me. So,
You needed something to soak it up.
Sometimes the world just makes us say bad things. We have
it's
to
a
let it out. It's fine.
true statement.
So speaking of bad things, this week ended up kind of with a really no way to win situation for most of the house guests. As
Including
far
its viewers.
I mean, I know what we were shown. Jamie, well, why don't you tell us maybe what we didn't see so we can get the fuller picture? It seemed pretty obvious Adrian knew he was going to go.
Well, okay. I
But
mean, a lot happened but didn't happen, let's say,
mm,
this week.
well, I mean, one could be say that the HOH itself kind of didn't happen.
Yes. Yes.
So starting from that, it just was all running downhill after that, right?
Yeah, we had an HOH who literally couldn't even make eye contact when making decisions. She very quickly Lauren realized she probably didn't want to be the person that had to make these decisions, so no real decisions were made. We saw who went up on the block to start with, which is the same people I think we're going to continuously see go on the block.
Until they're gone. Yeah.
They've just made it that this is the easy way. Um,
It's
which actually made Lauren's position worse for Lauren. Not just because of who she had up, but because the people that she kind of had in mind that would have been targets, or the people she had in mind that her alliance with, say, Vince would have had as a target. She didn't put them up to begin with. Somebody like
mhm.
Ashley or Adrian could have gone up right from the get go. But Ashley was a pretty popular name in a lot of people's mouths, and she didn't take it.
Right.
And there's there's a bit of backstory to why some of that didn't happen. But in all, her HOH was a dud. And as much as CBS wanted to show this girl thinking, well, this isn't scared, Big Brother, like I'm gonna make a move. No moves were really made. It was
Well,
dismal.
she won her HOH in one classic game of True or False, and I it went really quick that game, and she
It
won
was only 3
pretty.
rounds, was it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was really quick.
Yeah.
I think maybe she was just doing her best, right, as anyone would do. She may not have realized, oh crap, I'm about to win this. But it is actually
What if that had
a
gone the other way? Because it was her and Mickey at the end, wasn't it?
hmm
I think
It
we
would
would
have
have
been
had
a
a
whole
very,
different week. I
totally
think we would have had
very different week.
it would have been chaos.
But I think she proves a point of, it's real easy for us Big Brother fans to sit out here and say maybe how we would play our HOH if we were ever in there and won. It is totally different when you're doing it. It is not fun. It's not great.
Well, and
And
she said, I mean, she said she's a big fan. She's been watching
mhm,
the show. She, loves the show. And one, I always question things when people say they're a really big fan. We see it a lot in Survivor, and we see it even more in Big
Because I
Brother.
watched the last 2 seasons.
Yes, I'm a big fan, and
Did we-
it's
the last-
upsetting because
Mhm.
They watched a recap on YouTube of the last 2
Right.
seasons.
yes, the highlights.
Correct.
They
Mm.
got the highlights, right?
Mhm.
Like the highlight reel.
Look at where that got Keanu with Rachel.
Yes, but it's frustrating because it's like, do you watch the show? Like, do you though? Like, do you? Okay, so
Well-
here's the thing. There's a big difference. I think, like, you got somebody like Adrian. Okay, Adrian did not play the best game. His social game was really, really rocky. But this is a kid who has built the wall, competition in his backyard. All he wanted to do was get on that wall. That's all they talk about. And he watches the live feeds, and he watches the updates, and he watches all of the things around Big Brother. That's a big fan.
Yeah.
I think that Lauren catches 2 out of 3 episodes a week on CBS. And I
like
think
the
her
show
game,
itself. Like,
yeah, I think her
What's
game
the
kind of
always-
reflects that.
well, I just want to put this out here right now, since you just mentioned how big of a fan Adrian is, that should Adrian stumble upon our little podcast, please, Adrian, contact us. We would love to have you on. I had him picked as one of my favorite 3 at the top of the season, because I just expected a lot from him. Not that he didn't provide, but I think he wasn't allowed to, because again, they just, we'll put that kid up. Everyone loves him. And it's like week after week, yeah, everyone loves them until they're against the other people love.
Well, and it's frustrating because Adrian's heart he's a good kid. He's, that's a
Doesn't
good
even
apple.
curse.
It doesn't even curse.
Doesn't even curse.
But he is a good person, but he has struggled with a few certain hangups in the house. One of his big selling points, which I wouldn't consider a selling point in his social game, is that he doesn't want to work with liars. He says it all the time. Oh, they're liars. I don't want to work with liars. Honey, you are in a game about lying and deceiving.
Correct.
Nobody wants to work with liars, but every single one of you are working with liars.
And you know
How
what?
it goes.
What happens when you're working with someone already, and then that person turns out to lie for you in that person's alliance?
Is it
Is
okay
that
then?
now okay?
Mhm.
Is it okay when the lies work for your game?
Yeah. So
You know,
I
that's a
think we all know it is.
tough one.
It
Now,
is. Yes. it
In
is.
real life, if you say, I don't really want to be friends with people who are liars. Great. That's a
Well,
moral
yeah.
code you have, and you can manage that in life, but you cannot manage that in a game that is about deceiving each other to win a lot of money.
Which, hello, all of these reality game shows that we like so much, they're all like that. There's
Yeah.
an element of socialness that you're eliminating each other, and there's a part of it that is deception. Maybe you don't want to call it lying, but it is deception. That's how you win.
And so
You have to.
it's kind of a tough call. I like Adrian, good kid. My heart breaks for him because he's such a big fan. And you've got somebody like Kelly who, I mean, Kelly's not a big fan of the show. She's just kind of winging it, and she's kind of like throws her, yeah, sure, I'll go up on the block. Yeah, sure, just put me up there. It's fine, I don't care, whatever.
Yeah, she literally told him that this week.
She's like, whatever. And then you've got
it-
this kid who's like loves this show and just wants to get on that wall, and to see him have to go home, it is really heartbreaking.
So, David, tell me this. Do you think that they picked the right person to vote out between Adrian and Will?
I was surprised. I thought for sure they'd go for the easy vote out the old guy. The youth would just toss him. I mean, it happens almost every year on Big Brother, except for Mama.
Yeah.
Mama C. She stuck around, but generally they just vote the old person out right away. It's kind of a thing. So I was surprised, but I think Will is making some friends in the house. I don't know whether they're going to take him anywhere. I still think he's, he could find himself back on the block next week.
I bet he does.
I bet he does.
And what happens
And
when
Kelly,
Kelly
too.
loses? Does she go home?
Yes.
If she loses the Blockbuster, I think she would have gone today if she lost
Yeah,
the
she would.
Yeah.
The consensus was it was going to be her if she didn't win. There was also a lot of work put into place to create a tie that Lauren would have had to break the tie.
Mm.
And it was very
Come on,
close,
get some blood on your hands, Lauren.
very close to happening. And we had a group of people with Vince, Zach, Riley, Catherine, Kelly, and Keanu were going to force a tie.
Vince didn't.
However, the player of the week, the actual quiet player of the week that CBS has not given flowers to yet this week is Miss Ava. Because if Miss Ava had lost Will, she's losing a number. So she quietly put in the work to talk to these individuals and scare them out of that tie. So these switches on votes they were nervous about it, but Ava's really the one who pushed them
Now,
into
did she use
making
the
sure it
same?
didn't happen.
Did she use the same argument for each person, or did she customize it?
No, she brought Zach and Vince and together and talked to both of them and basically put up this scenario that if he goes home, then you guys are going to be next in line, and scared them into making sure that they had Will as a number. Did it make one side of the house too angry so that they would be looked at? She just did the talking she needed to create the deal that they lost their nerve. So once, like, Vince was the very first person to sit down tonight. Once Vince said that he was voting for Adrian to go home, we knew the tie was done. Like, it wasn't going to happen. But that was that. But Miss Ava, good job. I love that she's playing such a little quiet stealth behind the scene games that CBS isn't even throwing her right out to the front yet. So keep going. Hopefully she doesn't disappear into the background, because we have seen that happen before with some really phenomenal players. So we'll see where this brings Ava. So she's got a new alliance member in a certain Rachel Riley, and she's protecting her alliance. So possible showmance. Who knows if Brendan and Rachel get divorced, Riley in the Big Brother house.
Was that Ava who said that, or Kelly? I was trying to remember.
It was Ava. Yeah. So yeah,
Brendan, look out.
Sorry, Adrian. I hate that it happened to you. You were a sweet kid, but also, this is the game.
Yeah, it is.
Jamie, is it true the feeds were so mind-numbingly bad this week that our favorite gardener nearly jumped off a low balcony?
That is, in fact,
a low balcony. Ow! I sprained my leg.
Absolutely. Hashtag the truth. Yes.
That's my pinky toe. It hurts.
Yeah.
My pinky toe.
I mean, okay, like, listen, this is what people are faced in talking to their HOH this week, okay? Like share some information with me. Like, you're trying to get some information out of me, right? Like, just talk to me. Like, we're doing a podcast, right? Except for I'm going to just stare over here the entire time and be like, yeah, like, really, yeah.
Yeah, she just ignored him the whole time, right?
That's it. That was the deal swapping. That's what was going on.
It's like when my children were first liking another person of whatever, and they would tell me about it. Oh, I like so and so at school.
Yeah,
and I go, oh, you like them? Okay, well, what do what do they do? What do they like? What do they like? And they couldn't tell you a single thing about them, right? That was Lauren. She did not care. She wanted people, but she was not interested in knowing anything about them this week.
Yeah,
and this was her week to shine and get all the deets from everybody. Everyone
and
was
it's funny because this is how messed up this was. Okay. Where there was the most traction in action with that HOH this week was when we did see a clip of it where Rachel went and said, hey, I just see like you and Vince talking a lot. Like, don't let somebody who's unemployed in his 30s like tell you how to do your HOH. Like, I see you, we're both sorority. Like, I respect you. I want you to play your game. Of course, Rachel's just feeding her the things she needs to feed her. However, even though it showed us like, oh, that might actually be kind of bad for Rachel, because now Lauren's like, ooh, that Rachel, she's got to go. And Vince is like, ooh, that Rachel. What actually happened because of that is once Vince heard about it, Vince got so paranoid about it, he stopped talking to Lauren basically at all. Yep. And so the target that he really needed out, he never brought up and pushed with her, which he could have, because she was begging them, like, tell me what to do, because I don't even know what to do at this point. Her own alliance didn't even tell her or push her into making a decision, because what Rachel had said made Vince paranoid enough to stay away from his own alliance. So it shouldn't have worked, but it ended up actually working.
See, this is where this is why I think Rachel is such a good player. I don't think she plans this stuff. I think it's just naturally innate to her as a I guess do you know what I'm saying?
It's just the
And I'm not
energy she
saying that-
creates.
Listen, yeah. And I don't think this is not a comment on her personality or her as a person or real life or her character or any of that. I'm just saying she seems to just when she talks to people, somehow find a way to connect with them and get them to get what she's saying, right? They start to go,
Yep.
oh wait, yeah. Look at how many people we heard saying how beautiful she was this week.
Yeah. But see,
I'm not saying she's not beautiful, but
Rachel does a few things. And once in a while you'll see somebody in Survivor or in Traitors or Big Brother that does this. And one of the things that I notice Rachel does is when she is talking to somebody, she uses their name.
Yep.
And that's a big deal, because all people want to hear is themselves. I mean, realistically. So that's the key point right there. She automatically connects to everyone she talks to, whether it's for the negative or the positive reaction. She uses their name, she draws them in, and she
tries to find that way to relate to them. Like,
yeah, she usually tries to come off as it's a casual conversation, but it's never a casual conversation.
But the other thing she does
real good.
is she's mastered the art of taking an offhand comment and turning it into a grievous insult. You know,
she knows how to weaponize stuff.
You know, where she needs somebody to draw the fire away from her, and she just makes.
But maybe that's
gets
the
in a
flip
big
side
old
of
beef.
that same coin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She can do it. You know, however she uses her power. She can either make you think you're now her best friend, or that's it, you're dead to me and you're going home. One or the other.
I'm sort of over the whole, oh, I'm so sorry for putting you on the block thing. I think it's so much better than they're like, yeah, you're really an evil person. I don't want you here, so I hope you go home.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. And I
like those days better.
Can I rant for a second?
Oh, hang on. You can. Hang on, but
you
gotta bear with me.
I have a little bit of a grievance here that I need to share. I know we've all talked about it a little bit here and there, but I am so tremendously fed up with these people going in to vote and being like, I sadly vote to evict so-and-so. Okay?
Hi, Jimmy and Booby and Annie Flynn.
My aunts and uncles.
I'm going to throw out 1,000 shout-outs.
That no one knows who you're talking about.
Now, the shout-outs on their own is a problem.
Why don't they just mute them?
Where the issue is that...
Like on a debate, just your time is
up.
Yeah,
just like as soon as they vote, you mute them.
Yeah.
If someone sits down and goes, okay, I vote to evict Adrian. Shout out to blah, 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 as they leave. Okay, fine. Whatever. Don't love the shout outs, but the energy is consistent.
Yeah.
It's truthful, because you need to be honest in that moment.
Yeah.
That's not what we get. We get, hi, Julie.
You look so beautiful.
I'm so sad. I sadly vote to evict Adrian. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Oh my God, I'm doing it.
Yes.
No, you were not sad. You were never sad if you could switch gears that fast.
There were at least 2 people in there crying this week.
Because those people
There's
did
been
feel
people
bad.
Crying every week, though.
But
this is a boohoo group.
I mean,
I don't know. I think it's the new generation. I think these are,
what? They are much more in touch with their feelings, and they're much more open about it. Like, not a lot of guys walking around with the stiff upper lip anymore, like they cry a little more.
No, seriously, Adrian at the end, he's like, yeah, my brother's probably shouting out what I did wrong with the game. I said, no, your brother's mad because you cried on national TV.
Nah, his brother doesn't care that he cried. They don't care about that anymore, David. They just don't.
Nobody cares.
No one cares.
Chicks
I
dig it.
do really miss though, like when Big Brother would give us the crying montages.
Yeah.
Oh my God, those are
Whoa.
glorious.
Don't you think there'll be a big one this season at some point?
I
Because there's been
hope
some
so.
ridiculous
I
crying
mean, we
already.
saw on Friday, if you did watch their special with Taylor and
Oh, the special. Okay.
yeah.
It was
If you
mind-numbingly bad.
if you did watch that, they did give us like an Amy crying montage. Not the same. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. I want like the long montage of everybody crying in the DR. That's everyone. All of them. They always cry. This crying is not new. People are stressed, people cry. We're just seeing it more.
And when you're in a high stress situation like that, you will cry out of frustration too. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just it's too emotional.
Right, we didn't cry
Um,
on national TV. We cried in our rooms with the door closed, as men should.
Well, Brian brings out it's not generational David will cry.
yeah, because Will was crying.
Oh, Will cried. I thought he said we cried.
No,
Okay.
Will.
No,
The
Will.
person who's our age.
He had
representing
to
us this
turn
time.
his
Well,
back.
Will cried because he knew he's old and he's home. He's never even gonna make
No,
Jersey.
Will cried because he felt bad having to go up against Adrian because Adrian wanted this game so
at-
much.
Look at our gardener with the obscure Survivor, references now. It's like we've completely corrupted him beyond all hope.
We really have created well, I mean, he could be a monster, but he could be the top dog. I mean, I don't know. He could be the
I mean,
Survivor
it's
/ Big
hard
Brother
when-
top dog now.
When you're on the block against someone that you feel like I could play this game with, you're like, it's a worst case situation for you because either you're going home or someone that you could have used is going home, and now you have to kind of like rethink.
Completely, yeah.
And so that's tough. So that's probably why Will cried. He doesn't want to lose.
And you know what? He doesn't want to lose, but also Adrian is well liked. Nobody dislikes Adrian.
Yeah. Well, they did say how he was too quiet because they had asked in that whatever special thing we had on Friday. They had talked to Ava. That's how it started with the whole, oh, who do you like thing, right? Or who do you like? And she was like, none of the guys do it for me.
Yep.
Mouse. And she started kind of like talking about each one.
That was great.
Zach, he's too clean.
Too clean.
Okay, he's too clean. All right.
Yep, I get it.
He might be nitpicky. He might be a little too perfectionist, and nobody needs that in their life. Okay.
Yep.
But what she said about Adrian was he was too chill. Too
Yeah.
quiet, too chill.
Too
I don't know.
quiet.
I don't know. I feel like that would be a good balance for somebody like Ava.
I wish that he could have again, Adrian just kind of blows my mind because of the interviews with
On
him.
paper, he looked like
Yeah, well, just in his interviews, he was like hyper, and he's all like, I love Big Brother and I do this and and I'm gonna be the best player in the house. And he was so hyped.
I wonder how much time goes between them taping that and them entering the house.
I think they're just taping it while they are in sequester.
In sequester, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe after he taped that, maybe he went back to the sequester and was like, "Oh my God, stupid! Why were you so hyper? You cannot do that in real world. You can't do that.
Never show them
talking to
this."
himself like, when I get in there, I have to act normal. I have to act normal. And so maybe
I think he might be right. I think he might be onto something there. But there's got to be some reason for it because he was like completely different.
Special, it's going to be every Friday, and so they'll talk to Adrian this week, and I guess he'll say something.
Okay,
you got to figure Keanu's going home, right? If at all possible.
I think that yes. Okay, yes, Keanu is going to be in everybody's name, but he's kind of made a little bit of. I don't want to say that he's made amends with Rachel.
Y'all,
that's not the right word, but there is peace between them right now.
When he was jumping over the laser beams,
oh my gosh,
dying because it was so like extra dramatic. I don't know, it was so funny, and I didn't think for a minute he was winning that.
No, I really thought I was actually like really curious to see how close Vince's time was to Keanu's because
He
I
was trying to lose. He got third place, right?
yeah.
Lauren got second and Keanu won, but they were showing Keanu, he kept like whatever, I would say like faulting, hitting the fault lines, right? He was like, sorry. But that
That's
was
a
stupid when every time when they opened that thing and they saw the crystal for the first time, they're like, what? I have to carry this. No, that was the stupidest looking thing ever. And every time they put in that little crystal clinking sound effect every time they set it down. But you know that was made out of foam. There wasn't no clink.
there was no clink. I really,
It's so
it's so
ridiculous.
frustrating for me with Vince because like Vince in that challenge was pretty funny, right?
He
Like
was
he
funny.
was being really silly and
Talking to the statue.
goofing off and like
Just trying
and
to
it
kill time.
not annoying, just goofy. And then you see
'Cause
him
he
when he's
did not want to be picked to play in the Piaro Veto. He was like, I do not want to play.
can't do
And then they
it.
pulled him. He was like, yeah, don't want
It's
to
like
do this.
great. But it's so frustrating because it's like Vince is the guy. Vince is the guy that I want to root for, like in there. But like, then he plays the game, and I'm like, oh, guy, just come on, stop. Like socially, he's doing okay because so many people like that he just agrees with what they want to do. What I've got Vince, Vince has got me. But every single player in history that's ever done this, it's caught up with them. Is this
Right.
group going to be like, oh, that's totally fine? No, that's just Vince. We still love him. No, they can't, right? Like they can't
I
possibly.
don't know. I mean, it really is still so early. This is week 3, you know?
Yeah.
Things break apart and reform all the time. So I don't know. I mean,
I,
it could maybe. But
the
here's the
power
thing,
structures
everybody's kind of
gotta
getting themselves
shift.
into a situation where they're starting to, it's not just him. I mean, eventually everyone kind of gets in that they've promised too many things to too many people because
Yep.
so as long as you can
Yeah,
just outlast somebody else.
you're not seeing the real strong core alliances trying to steamroll the house this year at all.
No. And we
Which is
didn't
good.
last year either.
No, I know.
I mean,
It's kind of
I like
kinda
that
nice.
I like that's breaking apart because
And
there were what like 4 seasons of Big Brother and at least 4 or 5 seasons of Survivor where it was like, is the game broken?
yeah.
Have we cracked the game? There's no other way to do this. I think
turns out
something
it's just Jeff's broken.
Yeah.
just
It
broken.
turns out it was fine,
His-
and Jeff
it was-
tried to fix it, and he
His
broke it.
animatronic needs to have his springs tightened. I do like that we're not getting that like steamroll. That's so boring. And I think something like the Blockbuster helps with that a lot. But
Because if they have the person that they think they're going to vote for
yeah.
wins, then they have to shift so quickly.
Yeah. So I mean, I really think that Blockbuster is probably a great idea to help shift the gameplay. Now, I'm still like really irritated because we talked about this last year. It still makes me really irritated that they have an entire 4.5 minutes from the point that the game is won to where they all have to sit on the couch and start getting ready to vote.
Right.
I do not need that 4.5 minutes to be of everybody hugging. It's so anticlimactic. Oh, and the winner is Kelly. Again, we talked about it last year. I'm gonna complain about it every year until they do it. Let them watch the game live. Like, let them
Oh
watch.
yeah.
Because it's not just that. Oh,
Well, because
then
then
all
they
the
don't have-
excitement's there. It's like then the other players can kind of be watching people that they're sus about on the other side of the house and what their reaction is to somebody as they're losing the game or winning the game.
Yeah, the hugging is getting old. I mean, who was the last person who just got up, picked up their bag, and walked out? Because that used to happen fairly regularly.
Was it Michael like 3 years ago?
Yeah, I mean,
They had the kitty cat shirt, so
I
he was
hate
like,
you
he
all.
just, I hate you all.
You
Just
all.
grabs his stuff and goes. Oh my god, that's iconic. So good. I love it. I
So
want him
tonight-
back. Let's bring him back to the house.
We need some more. Maybe we'll see him. I mean, we're seeing a lot of faces. We didn't really.
And
see
nobody
anybody
e-votes
this week.
anymore.
Huh?
Yeah.
Nobody sadly e-votes
No,
anymore.
so nobody
Thank
sadly
you, because
votes
that's
to evict.
not a thing. Um,
It apparently was for like 2 years.
because they, the
But
blind leading the blind. They
I
don't know.
would literally sit down and fumble it so hard, and I would vote somebody out of the house. I know me.
Jeez.
I'd be the guy.
Okay, here's something else that happened this week. We got our reward to see Bad Guys 2, which is the best movie ever. Brenda,
Oh my
go take the
God,
kids right now
Rachel
this weekend.
loves that movie.
Okay, you know what I figured out Rachel was doing during that part? I went, oh, she's trying to show CBS what a good spokesperson she is, how hype she can get and really like just sell things. And she did drop her thing about her talk show this week.
It was the comeback not classic. He goes, well, wasn't that canceled?
So
Well,
it's fantastic.
technically, yes.
But
Yes.
hey, she might do it again. Who knows?
I love Rachel and Jimmy's conversations because there's so much snark.
Like,
know?
it's very catty, right?
Yes,
Very great.
and it's like
But-
it cracks me up. Like the whole conversation about that stupid shirt went on for quite a while. Like it really did.
So offended.
About whether it was ugly or not, and then it was like,
Meanwhile,
And she's like, but then you're getting old, and I say this as an older, but not a yet old person. Jack is old. I am not old. To be clear. But when you say, when I wore this shirt on TV in 2014, and you're talking to someone who's 22.
yep.
exactly. They're like, oh, when I was in second grade, cool.
Yeah.
Shirt's not cool anymore. I love when he's like, just because something's old and vintage doesn't make it like not ugly. You're
It's true.
right. It's
But
true.
he was talking smack about her clothes, and then what was he wearing? Shorts, penny loafers with no socks, and a like a smoking jacket thing, like a dinner jacket.
Yeah, and
The heck
just
was
the
that?
week,
Dude,
just the week previous,
make
he
up your
was
mind.
cosplaying as Michael Scott just days earlier.
I mean, that outfit, if he'd put knee socks on, he would have looked like an English schoolboy or something. But
But you know that there's a really good chance Rachel's the one who's going to get the goo, right? Like that they made the announcement about because they're going to do this cool new thing on this the Friday panel where they're talking about, oh, America's going to vote and who has the worst sense of fashion in the house, and they're going to get gooed.
oh yeah,
It's going to be Rachel.
you think that the rest of the
Yeah.
house would vote that?
It's
Just
no,
for
the rest of the
fun?
house doesn't vote it. America does.
Oh, America. I don't know though. Lots of people like
The
Rachel.
Brenchel army is a real thing.
It
Like,
really
it-
is.
it
It
is
really
a
is 'cause
real
they don't
So
like
I
me.
seriously wouldn't be surprised if it was more like they didn't like that Vince always wears a stocking cap, or that Ava's eccentricities is just a little too weird for them.
Okay, so you have the Brenchel fans, right, that will be like, no, we're not going to vote against our girl. But then you have all of the casual CBS Facebook viewers, and then they are literally going, here's a whole clip scene about how terrible Rachel's fashion is. They're spoon feeding them.
It's so dumb.
The
You're right,
logical
they are.
vote.
You're right, they are. Who they want to try and
Do
skew
you
it.
think Rachel
it,
is going to think
CBS.
it's funny, or do you think Rachel's going to get a little hurt feelings about it? Because I
Oh,
think she's
she's-
going to get a little hurt feelings.
No,
about
she's
it.
going to do the whole drama cry,
Yes,
and then
I don't
everyone
know
will
that-
hug her, and yeah, that's what
I don't
she'll
know
do.
that she'll really be upset, but she'll play
Think
along
so?
with it for maximum drama for the show, don't you think? Like that's what she's doing this season, is it not? CBS, put me back on. I will give you good television. Let's go.
I'm bringing
think
you
is what she
everything
told him.
I've
Well,
got.
and she is good television. Because
Mhm.
could
Yes.
you imagine this cast without her in the house?
So far, no.
No, it would be really boring.
I mean,
They'd
like,
be
Almost.
slow
if you
start.
put four of them together, you might have a personality.
Yeah, almost
Wow.
as if we needed somebody that's bringing a little bit of oomph to the table. But
Yeah. And you
listen,
think maybe they knew that. Maybe they knew they're like, oh, we better bring somebody in. This is not good.
now
we need a
there's
ringer.
a few. Okay, again, it's because you know what, you can do all the tests, you can take all the psych evals, you can put these kids through the ringer. And at the end of the day, you still don't know who you're going to get when you put them in the house with the cameras, with other people. And we just talked about that with Adrian.
Yeah.
Adrian in the house is not the same kid being interviewed.
No.
Just not the same kid. So they brought Rachel back in because it's the 25th season, you know, they want to bring, they're going to bring people back in. They need other viewers to have someone to root for right off the bat.
But they didn't bring anyone this week. Why
Nope.
was that, do you think?
That's okay.
We got the bad guys. but
It's
they
because
could've
we had
came-
to do the entire 90-minute episode about this movie in the competition. About
And we had no mastermind. So is that dead?
now,
Well, yeah,
this-
they've
that's-
forgotten their theme already. It's only
Okay,
it
thank
only
you.
took 3
I'm
weeks.
so
The
glad
bad
you
guy
brought
in
that
lieu of
up.
The mastermind. Maybe
Yeah.
the mastermind comes back next week.
I am
Oh.
glad you brought that up because I thought that they would have told them, oh, hey, by the way, when Amy left, you voted the mastermind out. But I think they're going to wait until a couple more
The
people are out.
accomplice. The
Or
The
accomplice.
accomplice, she
accomplice, I
wasn't
mean.
the mastermind.
Yeah, the
I
accomplice.
think they're
out.
going to save that for the end.
I don't think they'll save it for the very end.
But that wasn't what it was, right? It wasn't like the accomplice was voted out that then the mastermind ended.
No,
There
Was
was
it?
there
Was
was
that said?
some sort of tie into it that they said there is an accomplice in the house, and then if they make it to the end of the game, something. There was something about voting them out, but I was surprised that nothing was mentioned about it
Well,
once
then they would
did
figure
vote
it
her
out that
out.
it's Amy if nothing happened with the accomplice or with the mastermind this week.
no,
But-
Amy told Rachel and Ashley she was the accomplice.
Yeah, she gave up her secret because God
I
forbid
think the
we have
only
one.
person that in that situation you do tell is Rachel because you let her in the game.
Rachel
Right.
probably already knew.
I don't think
She
she
might
did.
have.
I don't think
probably
she did. I mean, from what I don't think she did. I don't think
But I
she
think
knew.
that's the only one where it's advantageous to tell.
Now,
And they had a good enough relationship with their mom squad thing that
do
I
you
don't- yeah.
but see, this is what I'm wondering. I thought that they would have said to the household, oh, you guys have voted out the accomplice. But then I thought, okay, maybe they're going to wait until there's a couple more people out and say, you have voted out the accomplice, but they're not going to say who it is. And then maybe reassign that job to somebody else.
If you guys can guess which house guest that was voted out. Well, no. it'd be
I don't think it'd
obvious
be
that. It
that.
stopped after Amy was out, though.
But I think this would end up being one of those America
I would
vote.
like to
Who do you want to be the
I
new
would
accomplice?
like to see it be reassigned.
Yeah, but I could
because
see
I
like
think it's fun when they have a special mission. I like it on Survivor too when they
Same.
you have to sneak into the other camp and do this. You know, if you can do it, then it would be something like that, right? They get a
But do
special
you think
power.
like it would be like America vote on who the new accomplice would be?
Yes, because if they accomplish their task, they would get a reward. No, so that would be America wanting to reward that person
Yeah.
or put that
I
person
would
in
like
danger
if
got
they
caught.
did it. I mean, it would be very similar to the Saboteur at all levels at that point, even
Mhm.
though this was really close to that anyway. But I feel like it's been definitely long enough since the Saboteur season that they could do this again. Or like you said, it could be like the same thing that happens with Big Brother all the time, where they're like, "Here's the theme," and the theme disappeared somewhere around the 4th week. So
Yeah. What was it?
They're not a big
Was it gambling last year or the year before?
the gambling.
Or was it 3 years ago? So they all merge.
what gambling.
Yeah, it was gambling was the theme. It was like a casino theme.
Oh, it was like Vegas, right? Oh,
Yeah.
everything was like gaming.
I
And it
don't
lasted
remember.
like 3 weeks, and then
Yeah, and then there was the one with the tree of truth, or what was it? Like it had like it was a tree, and then they could pick an apple from it, and it would give them a reward or punishment or something.
I just want to know how they're gonna move Janky back into the house with
Long live
Hotel
Janky.
Mystique. Does he check into Hotel Mystique?
oh, that'd be cool.
Well, while we ask ourselves this, let's take a 8-second pause for commercial, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. It was a long break.
It was
Wait.
so
We all went so far.
I'm glad. I'm tired now. Um, Brian, had you just moved his question? I was just gonna say that
Oh,
Brian
I'll
had
put it
made a
back up.
comment.
Yeah, he's
Put it
pretty
back up.
saucy. He's pretty saucy, man.
Yeah. His theory is that the mastermind refuses to pretend to lose to these morons because even TV villains have a floor. You know what? You could be right. He might have gone like, seriously, I'm losing to these. No, this is not happening. So his theory is that the mastermind is on strike. He's not coming back.
The mastermind has got to quickly go change into the wolf from the bad guys costume and get out into the
you think that's what it was?
and then he's gonna come
Why
back
would they
in
hire
another
someone
couple,
else, right?
he's gonna come back in another couple weeks as Zingbot
And when he came in, they were all like, "Hi, Mr. Wolf." It's a sweaty dude in a costume. Stop it.
oh man,
And here,
they were
all
so
sit on this bed together and eat
hungry
food.
for new conversation. They were willing to have a one-way conversation with a furry. Like
I mean,
that was
I'm not-
going to be the highlight of their week. They tried to talk to Lauren. She just stared at the TV screen. They got more out of Mr. Wolf than they did
They
Lauren.
literally did. That's funny.
And Lauren looks so young when she doesn't have makeup on, and she's got her hair pulled back. She looks like she's like 13.
Yeah, my
You better check
15-year-old
that ID.
My
Yeah,
15-year-old today was like, "Oh, that girl that's sitting in the front looks like a girl that I go to school with." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yes, she does.
She probably does.
She does, in fact. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, she is very young." And I think part of what Rachel said when she went to her was obviously just a manipulation tactic for Rachel, but I think there's a little bit of
But
honesty
it
in
wasn't
that
what
too.
she said. She said Rachel was rude, and Rachel was not
No.
rude.
No.
That's not what that means. That's
But
not what that
Vince
word
also
means.
said that Rachel yelled at him, which we did not see happen. And we're like, no,
Yeah.
Rachel didn't yell at you. We know Rachel didn't yell at you. She might have told you were playing a bad game, but she wasn't like actually yelling at you. These kids, these children.
So, I mean, they had some good laughs this week with the falling off the hammock with the popcorn bowl breaking. And
Every year, someone's got to fall off that hammock. It is not a season of Big Brother
it was
until
that.
someone
How
falls.
did that popcorn bowl break against the fake grass?
The
The fake
astroturf.
grass is sitting on concrete.
Hey, but it just must have hit just the right way. It was probably like plastic or something, just the right thing, and they got it.
At least
But,
Mickey was amused by the whole thing.
That was funny. Listen, at this point, they would watch Snail's Race, I bet, for
Anything for some entertainment. I mean, like, poor Adrian was to the point of taking Brett out on dates.
He did. He fell in love with a very beautiful rustic, like crusty loaf. It looked good.
Listen. I'm on a week of intermittent fasting, so I get
It
it.
looked good, right?
I
Yeah,
get it.
Absolutely.
Devour that bread.
A good piece of a good loaf of bread,
Yeah.
Kind of when you thump it on the bottom and it's a little bit hollow, get that little sound.
That's it. That's the good stuff. Adrian knows. That's the good stuff.
Can we
The
talk?
bread was the only thing he could trust in that house. He was like, "You'll never let me down."
You won't lie to me.
He accidentally, they didn't show this, but he accidentally called the bread Lauren at one point. And then he went, "Oh, I'm sorry. You talk more than Lauren. Sorry."
My
Can
fault.
we talk for a minute about the Jimmy and his choker?
Oh yeah, like when he was
He was
in
rocking
the
the
DR.
choker in the
Yep.
DR. Yeah,
Looks good. He does like his jewelry.
yeah.
He really does. He likes, and it's not just like one piece, like one statement piece. He is a layer the jewelry kind of guy. I mean, not in the way that Mr. T would do it, but in Jimmy's own special way. He does like to layer his jewelry on top of his evening gloves.
But still, it was the pin
veto nomination gloves.
The loafers with no socks, though. I can't, because in my head, all I can think about is you are going to stink so bad.
I'm with you. I don't.
It's sweaty. It's gross. Guys, don't do that. It's gross.
Don't do it. Don't.
Ew,
and don't even wear the ankle socks or the little foot socks that suggest you're not wearing socks.
Right.
because
That-
the
that
thought's
actually-
already there.
Yeah.
That thought's already embedded. We already think you smell, and we don't even have to know if you don't.
Exactly.
We need to see socks, unless it's sandals, and then please don't wear the socks.
Right.
I mean,
Unless
you
have
do you.
really extremely hideous feet, then cover them.
We'd
please.
prefer not to see the socks,
But-
but
I mean,
if we are in
and when you have
danger
to
of
choose
gouging our
between-
eyes out,
exactly. Right. The
Wear the
lesser of two
socks.
evils at that point. Right.
I'm so glad that
Um,
you could be here for our fashion tips this week, guys. But it's really important because we don't want you to get gooed.
I mean,
Right.
isn't that a great segue into Julie's outfit tonight? I mean,
I like
Well, she
listen.
looked beautiful if you didn't
Yeah.
know. I mean,
Yeah.
that was the,
She looked
Yeah.
good.
yeah,
Guys,
the-
can I confess something?
I don't remember what she was wearing.
she was
but
wearing the no
that's it.
shoulder, no straps.
But that's the
Green
thing.
outfit.
Yeah.
Listen,
With that green color was pretty on her.
it is.
Yeah.
It was a good color.
But I have a confession to make about this.
Yeah,
All right,
Her
go ahead.
outfits are too good this year.
And
I'm a
she's
little
not
bit
wearing.
She
upset.
was like,
she's not-
dang it, tally the votes. I'm going to show you.
and
Yeah.
she's not wearing the cross anymore. Now
But I
again,
don't-
she didn't have it on.
But I don't, you know what? I don't even care about that. I want to bring back the toilet koozie doily
Hello?
wrapped
Where's
gown
your crochet
of
circle,
hell.
Julie? Let those ladies make you something. Come on.
Did
I
you see
need the outfit to. I listen. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
She
You're
looked
right.
like she was
Wardrobe's
rocking the
been
Jimmy
great.
Choos too.
Was
I
she?
just-
Yeah, those were some good looking shoes.
Yeah, they were nice. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah,
them.
they were really
I
beautiful.
barely
But
remembered the dress, but
I need a little something to mock Julie. I need a little something. Just
yeah, okay, here's what I noticed about Julie this week. Here we go. When someone compliments her, she always like very awkwardly tries to respond, but it's never smooth. Right? It's always kind of a little
Oh,
well,
yeah, yeah,
well,
mhm.
you look great as well, or whatever, you know?
yeah.
It's like she's not expecting it, girl. You know how this goes. Why aren't you ready? If I was Julie Chen Moonves, which I am not, but if I was, and I was walking around this planet, and all I had to do is show up on Thursday night and host this thing, literally, she ain't there the other days, guys. Just Thursday nights.
Yep.
If that's what all I had to do, I would be practicing all week just to have nice things to say back to people. But it's like she feels like she has to compliment them back. She could
Yeah.
just say thank you and move on. She doesn't have to compliment them back.
There's no
They're
law.
just sucking
It
up
would
to
be-
you, Julie.
It would be great if she one time they said, "Julie, you look beautiful." She goes, "I know." That
That's
would
what
be.
they.
Yep.
No, I think it'd be funny if she was like, "That's what they say."
Yep, I absolutely do.
That's what the 4 hours in the makeup chair is for.
Right?
Anything.
Uh, yeah, she needs to practice. Julie, you got lots of time, girl. Practice what you're gonna tell people. We just
I
gave you
think
some
that
options.
Julie has a really hard time with her little like tripcord clicky button at the same time as talking. I think it's
Maybe.
a thing. Like
Girl, practice. It's call us,
you
we'll help.
gotta do something. You
I
gotta do
guess.
something. It's been years of this. The awkwardness needs to go away because like all the things you said, Christy.
right,
It-
right.
it
She's a
seems-
pro. She knows how this goes.
It seems to me Brian is going is watching Big Brother this season like I watch Survivor. It's just hate watch from the beginning to the end.
I mean, I don't know. For anyone who doesn't know, we kind of like peer pressured Brian into getting into reality TV.
Browbeat him.
He didn't really watch it. and
Blackmail,
then
extortion.
He liked it, the Traitors. So then, like, he joined us for that. But then we put up.
Now he's
big
even
time
watching
pressure.
like obscure Australian reality
Yeah,
shows.
we made him watch everything now. And you know what, guys? He loves it.
That's
watch, like,
because
You're welcome, Brian.
30-some seasons of Survivor in like 2 months.
That's because Brian is a person who likes to understand why humans do the things they do.
This is
and-
why, as do the three of us. So
and this is the way
They
you
never
do
fail to
that when
entertain.
you retire.
yeah. Mhm.
This is what you do. I need
Mhm.
to know what makes people tick. Listen,
know what? And
I would bet you that all of us at some point have had to have a conversation with somebody about something that's going on in their office, or within their family or with their roommates, whatever the
All of the
problem might
above,
be.
yeah.
you know, and we're talking to them about that. And then our brain starts to reel into this reality television little corner that we like sit in. And then we say something to them like, oh, well, maybe if you approach it like this or whatever. And they go, well, that's like a really good, that's some good insight. And then you have to go, that's what reality competitions actually offer you. You should maybe watch one.
Well, as Gen Xers, we were kind of raised by TV. It's how we know how to interact with the world.
Well, yeah.
We are all
Probably not wrong
voyeurs.
there. I
We
don't
had
know
our
if other generations would do that,
we
but
had our
did.
key,
Yep.
We had
Yep.
our
and we had the
key.
TV. We had 4 stations.
Yep.
We knew
had
how
the
to
4
call home for
stations.
free to get a ride home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, call collect, baby.
We knew yeah, we had some cheats. We had the cheat codes. We knew what we were doing.
Yep.
But anyway, guys, anything else about this week?
Well, I would like to put out there, I kind of want Keanu to win HOH.
Just for the
Just
chaos
for...
of it.
Because I know he's just gonna make everybody so mad. I just want to see it. I just think I don't know. I don't think Kelly and Will be the first 2 to go up. I'll tell you that if Keanu wins HOH.
No, because he's got a list of grievances a mile long with
Yeah,
half
he
the
does.
house.
With literally
He does.
everybody, every other day.
And Will and Kelly aren't on that list because
And
they've been
they're
on
all
the,
gonna be
they've been
they're
on
all
the
gonna
block
be
too.
but the rest of the house is gonna be downstairs hiding out in the very back bedroom, just like
And also, like, Keanu is playing like
staying away from it.
Keanu is playing like his own game that nobody else is playing. Like he really is in his own little world. So that would make a very chaotic HOH. And I don't hate it.
I mean, it wouldn't be boring, right? So
Kind of want it to happen. I mean,
it would be a nice chaser after this very
I think he'd put up like
dull.
Morgan,
I think Morgan would probably go up. Yep.
and I think what's the baseball player's name? They were calling
Zach. Well,
Kurt.
I don't think
Zach?
Zach will go up.
Zach. I think he would put Zach up
I
because I think he's going to protect Jimmy. He's going to protect Ava. He's going to protect Rachel.
But he doesn't really have an issue with Zach per se. And Zach, in his mind, Zach's somebody to keep along because he needs somebody as big as him or almost as big as him. He can't almost as big as him. However, I mean, on that side of the house, Morgan, but I think Rachel would probably be the other obvious one he'd throw up there.
See, I would think he'd put up
Morgan and
Rachel, I don't know, but maybe
I
not.
think Morgan and Rachel would probably be the number 1 targets for him. Which I don't
Because
like
he did.
because one is my winner's pick, which I don't think she's winning anything, but I want her to go far. And
I
then
don't know,
Rachel,
she hits that bag real good.
I think
Rachel's great.
he would try to use his HOH to align with Rachel.
You think so?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Because I mean,
Maybe.
he brought her to, he knows she carries some weight with some people in the house, and
Well, and his vote this time around, his vote was to protect Adrian. So I don't know.
well, Adrian was like the only one in the house who was even pretending he was working with him at the end.
Yeah, but again, it's like he went against protecting Will, and Will is part of the Girls Alliance, and it's going to be both girls that go up. If it's him, I'm calling it now. The girls are on the block.
If he were to win.
I'd be 2 girls and then Will.
But come on, guys, you can't let him win.
I don't think he puts.
But it would
I don't
be-
think he puts Will back up. I think he goes total
Yeah,
3 new people who haven't cracked the block.
Yeah, he may very well just but it's definitely 2 girls, without a doubt.
I don't
maybe
want
Jimmy.
Rachel. I don't want Rachel to win HOH. I would be happy if
I don't either.
Rachel didn't win any HOHs, only because it will just remind them, oh shoot, we got to.
Ashley
Rachel
winning,
needs to have a
Ashley
winning
winning HOH could be interesting.
Or Ava.
Ashley.
It would be. Except for, again, we'd have Morgan on the block.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Well, we'll just have to see. What are they
maybe
playing the game
Vince?
tonight? Well, I guess we'll see.
I
Check
wonder
out
if
them live
Ashley
feeds,
would
guys.
put Vince up there. I don't know. Because she was pretty irritated with him last week, but I don't think she'd put him up there yet. Yeah, I still think that Kiana would be the best option for an entertaining week of chaotic behavior in the Big Brother house.
I
Not that
kind
we
of think Ava would be funny as HOH too.
listen, I think Ava could handle herself as HOH. I really do. I think that she would figure out who her target is and she'd build everything around that target as when you're supposed to do. That's where Lauren missed out. That's where Vince missed out. You pick a target and then the other person is if this target goes home, I'm not going to be too sad about losing this person either.
Right.
Like that's the order. The first enemy and then the runner up.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have
Because if you
two.
can't send out your enemy, you want to take out someone that helps that enemy.
Yes.
Who's holding that enemy up, right?
So-
Waking them.
Ava could do that. And she'd have Rachel there as part of her, alliance. So Rachel could give her some good tips if it's needed, but I don't think Ava would need them. I think Ava knows more about what's happening than they are catching on yet.
Yeah.
Well, they must
Work
already be
out.
playing because they got the kittens on, right?
Right.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about
Alright.
how our winter picks are doing.
Well, I just did. My girl Morgan is, I still love her, but she got off kilter because she started liking Zach and she had the crush on Zach. And then we've
those
seen
white teeth, they hypnotized her.
dazzled her. And you know what sucks about it is like, it's not just that, okay, she has a crush and he's not like, he's not loving her back.
So
what
she's
sucks-
not recognizing that he's not loving her back.
Well, what sucks about it is the people that she considers her allies are making fun of her about it to him.
Right.
Ugh.
And that means Morgan's in a dangerous position.
Yeah.
It's mean, but it means that she doesn't actually have a stronghold in her alliance at all.
Okay, are they making fun of her or are they trying to
No, they're making fun of her
joke?
about it.
No.
No, they're
I
making
don't
fun of
like
her about it.
that.
Like, it's, I mean, we're not talking as like sharply mean as it was the girls like
but instead
about
of
with
making
Taylor,
fun of
but
her, but instead of making fun of her, why not be honest with her if you need her for a number and be like, yo, I know that you really like him, but I'm just telling you, you are hurting your game. He is not into you, and he is not worth it, girl. You know, be real with her. Come
Yep.
on.
Oh,
I think Rachel would.
So those girls' alliances, right, David? They're mean.
well, they don't work.
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they could.
98% of the time they fail.
But that
Now,
won't be Morgan's fault if it fails.
Ashley, let's talk about Ashley. Ashley
Mhm.
is in no better of a place than she was last week, but I
I
don't
don't
think
think
she's in a
any
worse
worse.
place.
Right.
No,
It's like
I don't know. I think the farther she gets away from week one, the little better she's doing. I think people are, you know what I mean? Like other people are more on the radar. So I think
No,
think it is
because
cool
they're all
for her. You
really
don't think so?
irritated. She doesn't clean up. Like she will literally watch people mop a floor and stand there and talk to them while they're mopping floors.
Rachel following them around with the
Yeah.
Swifter was hilarious.
Yes. Like, yeah, unfortunately, Ashley is. This is my prediction about Ashley. I believe she's going to make it to the final three because
Okay.
I don't think anyone thinks that she
Wants
has
to
a
vote for her?
flying chance in hell to win anything. And I think that's how she's being treated right now because everybody's like talks about how Ashley's got to go. Oh my God, Ashley's got to go. And then no one puts her up.
Right.
It's not because
Hmm.
she's a threat and they're like, oh my God, I'm so scared to make
she's this
Ashley
year's
mad.
Angela.
Yes.
She's like Angela. Like let's
Yes,
just keep her
that's
here. She's not winning.
Yep. I think that's a
So
good
they'll cut her at
comparison
like
at this point.
6 or 5 or something, probably. You know, when they,
Yeah.
you know, whenever.
I
don't need
think
her
that's
for anything.
Ashley's position right now. We'll
Yeah.
see where
I see a possible alliance with her and Rachel, and they could
well, they kind of have one. They
right,
kind
but
of
I'm saying
have
they
a
could come
going.
together and they bring 2 or 3 other people in that could be a formidable group within the.
Well,
Okay,
it all
so do you
depends
think
on-
that Rachel would treat Ashley like it would be like her Porsche alliance, like when she won and she sat at the end with Portia? And I mean, Portia really did nothing in the game to speak of that would have been like a winning ticket. Like her resume wasn't like,
Yeah.
this is a clear winner. So I mean, that's kind of why she had her there at the end. Do you think
Yeah,
that's what this is?
yeah. I mean, right now you can't point to anything Ashley's done other than take a really, really long shower.
And I think that shower was probably only like
Oops.
a half hour, but
It was 2 hours, Jamie. They said so. They timed it 2 hours.
I think it was actually a half hour, and Catherine is just truly like,
Oh,
Oh,
can we
oh my
talk about? Can we
gosh.
talk about the mistress of
I
all
was gonna
things
say, I
evil?
forgot she was playing.
She is.
Yeah.
She is so mean.
she just complains about everything, like
Yeah, she's just mean to
everything.
people.
Yeah, like Rachel brought her up, because she's on Slop this week, and Rachel like brought her up like a slop meal. I don't know what it was that she made, like a shake or something, and then she literally like is like, "Oh my god, I wish Rachel would just stop making me." Like she just is mean, and her and Lauren aren't even like working together really, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. I thought they totally would be, and they've had many chats prior to this week. They would show them together.
Catherine's like main alliance member, honestly, is Riley. Like,
And that's only because he likes her.
yeah.
She can use him. But
And talk about somebody who's disappeared out of the edit.
Mhm.
I think his last name's Purple.
Well, what's awesome is that
He's getting
the
purple edit.
every single time that I'm just going to share this with all of you. Every time that Riley is walking around without a shirt on and you see his tattoo, I need you to think about a dear groundskeeper friend of ours, because the date on him is apparently the same birthday as our groundskeeper friend. So
he has a tattoo just for Fergus.
Yeah,
for legal Fergus. It's nice.
I know. I thought that was really sweet. I really love it. Way to go, Riley. That's so sweet of you.
This is what I think when I see Riley without his shirt on. And you can take it for what you want, because people will think different things about it. Every time I see him without his shirt on, it just looks like, oh, is that Kid Rock? Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk about what I think about when I see him with his shirt off, because it's not very nice. It's not kind.
It just looks like
it's snotty. Like, oh, there he is. There's that cowboy who's too loud again.
and like kind of slouchy.
He's a cowboy, but he's too loud.
Just really too many tattoos, dude.
Not my
I like tattoos. Don't get me wrong.
particular flavor.
Do you see the tattoo all the way down the middle of Catherine's back?
No.
Like from her neck. Yeah, she had a backless dress, and it was from the neck as far down as the dress.
What is it? What's the tattoo?
Like Sanskrit or something. I didn't get a good look at it, but
some words.
This chick is super mean.
It's probably like an incantation to some evil spell.
Maybe no, it's literally a curse that she had tattooed on her back. That's why she's so grouchy.
It's the names of all of her victims.
Yes. Rise up, villain Catherine. Give us something. If you're gonna be there, give us something. That's it.
Listen,
fine.
When sand gets inside an oyster, it turns into a pearl. Catherine, just turn it into a pearl, sweetheart. It's fine.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just do it. Yeah, so that's where we're sitting at with Catherine.
Oh, we didn't talk about Vince.
Your winners pick Vince. Oh, sweet Vince. Vince, who we so desperately want to rise up and go, yay, you're doing so great. Hey.
He's gonna get caught. He's telling everyone who will listen what they want to hear, and that never works.
Yeah, maybe he'll be the first. But I doubt it.
We'll see. Well, he did say in one of his things that he
yeah, that right there is exactly how Vince solves every single one of his problems.
Well, maybe if he gets caught, he can just cry, and then they'll forget.
So much crying, maybe. All the crying,
so much crying.
So I think that pretty much.
Or Vince could totally just so they're all pissed off at Vince. He goes in, takes the hat off, shaves his mustache off. They don't know who this guy is.
It's a whole new person.
It's a whole new house guest. Start over, redo.
What if he reveals he shaves and then reveals he's actually an attorney? You know, he's the guy lying about being an attorney this year.
I was Mr.
Or he's independently. Hey, I live with my parents because I'm independently wealthy. I developed this thing.
Yeah, they actually live with me.
I bought them a house, but they let me live in their house with them.
You know what? Do it. Do something. Do something other than being so wishy-washy. And that's tough. I like Vince. I do not like Vince's gameplay. Let's say that. We'll
Well,
see.
we'll see. I didn't realize that him and Lauren were so close.
Yeah, where did that happen? I mean,
I don't know.
I jump
but
into
I-
the live feeds here and there, but like suddenly they're besties.
I
What did I
wonder
miss?
if because he had the final two with Kelly, and that if she hadn't won the blockbuster this week, she would have been going home. I wonder if he was starting to pivot, like, I need someone to take Kelly's place if Kelly goes home, maybe.
I'm
But
not
if
sure.
that's what's going on, Vince, tell us in the DR, okay?
Give us
Because
something.
we need to
We need
know.
to know it.
We need to see that you're actually there's something strategic going on in there.
Well, I would like to see some, but where I stand right now, the best players in that house at this moment are Ava, Mickey, Rachel. That's it. That's what I see.
Jimmy, maybe a little bit.
I think Zach has
Just
got
for-
the
Just
Jimmy was a lousy HOH, but he's a decent
Yeah.
No,
player.
but he's
when
been good
not
entertainment.
HOH. Yeah.
yeah.
he's been
Yes,
entertaining.
he's-
Yeah.
And he's good TV.
And I think Zach is playing a really boringly solid game. I can't diss his game. It's just not fun to watch, but I mean, when you go in there to win the money, you're not just going in there to entertain the country. So I get it. You
Maybe
know.
he got the clue this week when he was not invited to sleep every night in the HOH room.
Or that he didn't get to go watch the movie.
Yeah. Maybe.
But don't worry, because it was all a ploy. The whole thing was strategic. Keanu picked those people to watch the movie for big reasons, guys. Hoping for that HOH.
We'll
I'm
see.
saying.
That'd be good TV. I think that might be all we have then. We can wrap this puppy up. I did want to say that I have an idea for a game
I
that
do
we
like
can
a
play
game.
in our Facebook group.
All right.
And if you would like to play this game, it's one we all like, and you'll be able to voice your opinions on your favorites. Come on over to Facebook, find us, Tally the Votes, join our group, and you can enjoy our shenanigans. All
So
right.
are you gonna post the
and-
game up there? Is it a surprise?
It's a game that I'm going to talk about with you guys as soon as we're done.
Yes.
Awesome.
Just for just for funs. And you guys can reach us, see us there. You can message us, or David, we do have an email, don't we?
Gosh, I'll have to dust it off.
Like dust it off, yeah, wipe the cobwebs off. It is from another decade, probably. It is
From a bygone
Tally
era, like a red Barchetta.
the feedback. Tally the feedback at yahoo.com. And what else? Anybody? You guys are over on the Insta doing the other things? Are we promoting?
Yeah, we're
any of
on
that
Yeah,
or no?
we're getting ready. We're
Yeah.
getting ready to roll out TikTok.
Oh, that's right.
Our
Very
new
exciting news.
employee
We will
is
be-
a little slow on the first couple of.
We have an
posts, but-
intern this
Right.
season. We have an intern that we found.
Our very own
After
Skippy.
A very long coast to coast search. We have settled on a very promising intern. Just
Yeah.
gonna say that. Yeah,
I'm saying.
we like him.
He's all right.
And yeah, we already talked about the start of AU Survivor, right? We've got the
August
versus World
17th.
Week. August 17th. Don't forget,
Mhm.
that's the start of that. And again, if you have never watched the Australian Survivor, you should. Last season was completely on YouTube, every episode. I hope it'll be like that this season. We'll see. Even if it's not, we
So
will. be
nobody
finding
tell
out where it's
Jeff
at.
it was on YouTube.
That's. And then, and if it's not for some reason, just let us know. We'll tell you where it's at.
We have
Okay.
mysticism in ways.
We
Yep.
do. We
Just
find a
check
way.
us out there. And
Mhm.
also, if you decide that you would rather not have to pull up YouTube and you're sitting at work and you are bored to smithereens, you want to listen to us at work, you can just go to the Jay and Jack whole enchilada feed on wherever you grab your podcasts, and we'll be there.
We
Yeah.
will.
Every week, listen to us on your commute, whatever.
Whenever
fun
your
giggles.
boss is telling you,
Sure.
like, could you do this? That'd be great. Tune
Yeah,
us
geek
in.
out with
Turn
us.
us up.
It's good times. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got.
And that is all she wrote.
All right. Well, then
And
let's
it finally
end
had to
this.
happen. I made the love one another graphic.
Love one another.
See y'all next
All right,
week.
guys. See ya.
Bye.